Hello everyone, this is Melanie from Lightbeam's Treasures and Curiosities, bringing you part 2 to today's video because I realize I talk way too much sometimes. I completely avoided the question and the items that I wanted to talk about in previous video. So before I get to that, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Let's help each other grow our business and grow our channels. Give me a thumbs up, throw me a question because I also do viewer questions, and one of the next videos that I will be doing is a very specific viewer question. But in this case, what I wanted to talk about is a couple of announcements that eBay has made in order to reach out and help the sellers such as myself during this tough time. I think there is a secret agenda behind their help. I think it's more of the lines of cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. But let's look at it, let's explore, and let's see if it actually helps the small business owners such as myself. So the very first announcement that eBay made is, guess what? Your March payments are now deferred. You have the option, if you are struggling, like myself, I'm struggling. If you are struggling in your business, you could take those fees and defer it until next month. Well, let's see. In a case like me, where my average eBay fees is $250 a month, yes, that's how much I pay just to be on eBay. But yes, someone like me whose average is $250 a month, I can now defer my March payment fees to April and give myself time to pay. Let me tell you something. Do you know how much that would have helped me if I was able to utilize that program? Here's the problem. They made this announcement on March 20th, March 21st. That's when they sent out their email in regards to the deferred payments. But eBay, there's a problem. What about the people who are good like me and are updated with their fees to make sure that their account is in good standing, that you don't close their account, that you don't put on a hold, to make sure that I actually pay those fees so I could continue in growing and thriving? eBay, you take your fees out between the 14th and 17th of every month in an automatic payment. And guess what? That's exactly what you did to me, eBay. You took my fees out automatically. Now, granted, I am so glad I have a backup overdraft method on my card. That means in the event that you take out your fees, instead of it being bounced back like it's usually bounced back, no, in this case, what would happen is my account would go negative the X amount of dollars, and I would stay negative for a couple of days until some of my sales replenish that amount, and eBay's happy, I'm happy, everybody's happy. My bank account, on the other hand, is not happy because my bank account is negative. So now, I don't have that luxury of deferring my fees. eBay, I would have loved to defer my fees to next month. Hopefully, you still have that program open for April. Maybe I could take my April fees and defer it to May in order for me to catch up. But you only are rewarding the people who did not pay. You're not rewarding the people who did pay. I paid my fees on time. If I would have not had that overdraft protection and my fees would have kicked out and been rejected, then I could have taken advantage of that deferred payment, defer my fees for next month, and that $250 I could have used for other important things that I so desperately need this month. So guess what, eBay? That did not help me. The second announcement that eBay made, and oh my God, people are talking about this, 50,000 free listings for March and April. Congratulations, everyone. You are getting 50,000 free listings. Could you imagine the possibilities? You could go through your death pile and just keep listing, which is one of the things I'm doing. But let's talk about the realistic aspect of that. First of all, you can only list up to your limits to begin with. So if you are a brand new seller, they only start you off with 5 or 10 listings a month. If you're good enough, if they verify your credit information, yeah, they will give you 100 listings for the first month. So for all you brand new people who are jumping onto eBay, getting on the bandwagon, thinking that they could do 50,000 free listings, nope, you could only go as high as your selling limits. So somebody like me who is a little bit established, has a storefront, I can only do 2,500 listings. So yes, I'm going to get 50,000 free listings, but after my 2,500 free list, I'm sorry, I'm saying free listings. After my 2,500 limit of listings, guess what? I can't list anymore. I'm stuck. So that 50,000 would mean absolutely nothing for me. Plus, it means nothing to begin with because the way my store is structured, I already get to begin with 1,000 free listings, 500 auction listings in the collectibles category. Then they just set up another promotion where you can get 1,000 5-cent listings. So even if I used all those promotions, that's already 2,500 listings. I only have 3 more hundred. So the only thing I'm probably potentially going to use out of the free listings is just a few more hundred. eBay, I'm sorry, that doesn't help small businesses. Yes, that's going to help the big boys, okay? All you people that have the anchor store that you could sell unlimited and sell millions. I mean, I think somebody told me that they have a selling limit of $10 million per month. Bless you. If you have a business that great, if you can make $10 million a month, I love you. Me, I'm that little rinky dink. The most I can make is 20,000 a month or 2,800 listings per month. That is my limit. I'm a small-time seller, but you know something? I plan on growing, and I'm going to keep doing it. So while we thank you, eBay, for the 50,000 free listings, for somebody like me, it really didn't help. Oh, and then let's just talk about the logistics. Be honest, everyone. Tell me, how many listings can you legitimately do in a day? Okay, somebody broke down the mathematics that if you take every day from this point up to the end of April, that 50,000 listings comes up to roughly 1,300 listings per day. So that is you sitting at a computer and doing 1,300 listings per day. Now, I know with a lot of people who have multiple items of SKU numbers with the same amount, that they could be boom, 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 putting hundreds of items. In fact, when I had all that Valentine's Day stuff that took me 4 days to sort, once I was able to sort everything physically, putting it up on eBay was a breeze. I was able to put over 200 items up in a very short period of time in one day. So yes, something like that where you have a lot of SKU numbers and a lot of product, easy to sell. But somebody like me who has to go through one item at a time, listing one item at a time, you know what's going to happen, eBay? Guess what? It's going to take me a long time. On average, I really believe it takes me anywhere, depending on the measurements, the pictures, the lookups, it could take me anywhere from 5 minutes to 15 minutes per item to set up an auction. Okay? That's a lot of time. And you know something? I try to make sure that I have the correct description, that I have the correct measurements, that I have a nice picture that will actually entice my buyers. Some of my pictures are lousy, but I mean, okay, you know I sell a lot of books. Books are easy. All I have to do is take a book, put in the UPC number, and then that's it. I just press send because I don't even have to take a picture of the book. The picture of the book pops up as a stock photo to begin with. The description pops up at all. But for some, and a lot of sellers would do that. They'll just leave it as is, hit done, go on to the next book. If you do something like that, then of course you're going to be listing thousands and thousands and thousands of items in a short period of time. Me, on the other hand, I take that extra step because you know something? Okay, so I have a book here. You have a stock photo, but I am going to describe that. Guess what? This book has a receipt in the a tag in the corner. There is a crease on the side. There is a crease in the spine. Maybe it may smell. I don't know. Those are the things that I do add into my auction that give that little personal touch to it. Whether people appreciate it or not, it doesn't matter. They don't read the auctions anyway, because half the time they just buy based on title, never reading the auction, and then for some reason when they start complaining, item is not described, their complaint was described in the auction beneath, but they don't care. eBay is going to side with them anyway with every open case that they make. So, I am curious, everyone, in this time of uneasiness, turmoil, problems. I mean, I'm looking at this on a positive note because, like I said in my last video, right now, even though I'm open for business and still selling, it's almost as if I'm doing overnight stocking in my business. And I'm trying to get that whole blitzing where I am filling up my shelves with as much as possible, because then when I finally do have that like grand reopening sale, people will come in and they will buy everything. And I think that's what happened when things will turn around, is that by me stocking up my store now with products, it also gets rid of some of the garbage in the house. It fills up my store and gives me a better opportunity to make some money in the future. So, for all you people who are saying, I'm closing my doors down, I'm putting myself on vacation mode, I'm not, no, everybody, this is the time to list. Sad thing is, because they offered the 50,000 free listings, it is going to bring an influx of people selling items, and you know something? Wow. eBay is going to make a bundle out of this deal. So I just want to hear your thoughts, your comments. What's been going on with eBay? So you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, throw me a comment on this video. And as I say to everyone, be safe, be healthy, remain at a physical distance, but do not remain at a social distance. Reach out to your family and friends. Reach out to your loved ones. Stay connected, even if it is virtually. So with that, everyone, this is Melanie from Lightbeam's Treasures and Curiosities. Have a great day and keep on selling.